When it comes to scandals and controversies, preachers often find themselves under immense scrutiny, and Pastor Clarence McClendon is no exception. Over the years, he has been the subject of multiple rumors and speculations, but now his ex-wife is finally stepping forward to clear up some of the mystery surrounding their past. What really led to their divorce? Is Pastor Clarence siphoning church funds? And why did he leave the church? Let's dive deep into the untold story of Pastor McClendon and uncover the truth. In today's world, many people struggle to place their trust in celebrity preachers. The skepticism often stems from their apparent thirst for fame, allegations of misusing church funds, or the perception that they distort the gospel for personal gain. However, there was once a time when Clarence McClendon was considered untouchable. Born in 1965 to a devout Christian family, Clarence seemed to have his entire future laid out before him. By the age of 15, he was already preaching and leading church services. His dedication and passion made him the ideal role model. Parents wished their sons would emulate his faith, and young women envisioned him as the perfect husband. His reputation grew, and by the early 2000s, he had cemented himself as a leading name in the gospel music industry and the Christian community in Los Angeles. He was even the former pastor of well-known twin actresses Tia and Tamara Mowry. However, with fame came challenges Clarence never saw coming. His public image took a major hit when his wife of 16 years, Tamara, filed for divorce. The shocking split raised eyebrows, especially since Clarence had been an outspoken advocate against divorce. How could a man of God, who preached about the sanctity of marriage, suddenly find himself in the middle of a failed one? Clarence was quick to shift the blame onto Tamara, insisting that she was the one who wanted to leave. But as time went on, his carefully crafted narrative began to unravel. The story of Clarence and Tamara dates back to 1984, when the young couple exchanged vows. Their marriage seemed perfect. Clarence was not only a dedicated man of faith, but also charming and ambitious. Tamara shared his deep love for God, and together they built what appeared to be a strong and happy home. The couple welcomed 2 children into their family, further solidifying their bond. However, as Clarence's fame grew, cracks began to appear in their marriage. While no concrete evidence exists, there were widespread rumors that Tamara started noticing disturbing inconsistencies in Clarence's behavior. According to speculations, Clarence had allegedly become involved in illicit affairs with much younger women. As his televangelism career took off in 1997, he began to spend more nights away from home, and his excuses became less convincing. Tamara, suspicious of her husband's activities, reportedly conducted her own investigation, leading to shocking discoveries. It is important to clarify that these are all allegations, and Clarence has never publicly admitted to infidelity. However, many believe that the real reason for the split was much deeper than what Clarence initially portrayed. Upon realizing that her husband was not the man she once knew, Tamara made the difficult decision to leave. Despite spending 16 years together, she found herself married to a stranger, a man whose priorities had shifted away from family and faith. Divorce within the church is a highly controversial topic, with different denominations and theological interpretations influencing how such matters are handled. Some Christians believe that divorce is only permissible in cases of adultery or abuse, while others take a more lenient stance. For someone like Pastor Clarence, who had previously spoken against divorce, his own separation was bound to cause significant controversy. Many of his congregants were left confused. How could a preacher who emphasized the importance of marriage suddenly contradict his own teachings? Sensing that his credibility was at stake, Clarence quickly crafted a narrative that placed all the blame on Tamara. According to him, she was the one who wanted to end the marriage, and he was simply respecting her wishes. But years later, Tamara finally decided to speak out, setting the record straight. In a shocking revelation, Tamara publicly refuted Clarence's claims. She disclosed to a magazine that it was, in fact, Clarence who had pressed for the divorce. This revelation sent shockwaves throughout the Christian community, as many had believed Clarence's earlier statements. According to Tamara, Clarence had asked her to file for divorce, fearing that it would damage his reputation if he was the one to initiate the split. Wanting to protect him, she reluctantly agreed. But the real bombshell came when she revealed that before the church could investigate the situation, Clarence pulled his 10,000-member Church of the Harvest International out of the denomination, preventing any official inquiry. Clarence cited institutional racism as his reason for leaving, but Tamara strongly disputed this claim, stating that he had never mentioned racism as a concern before their marital issues began. Her words cast doubt on his true motives and raised questions about what he might have been hiding. If there was any lingering doubt about Clarence's true intentions, they were put to rest when he hastily remarried just 7 days after his divorce was finalized. On July 22nd, he wed Priscilla Delgado, a 30-year-old woman, in a private ceremony officiated by Atlanta pastor Earl Polk. The speed of this marriage shocked the Christian community. Clarence barely let the ink dry on his divorce papers before tying the knot with another woman. Despite mounting speculation, Clarence maintained that he had not committed adultery. However, the timeline of events made it difficult for people to believe his claims. If he had been so deeply devoted to his first marriage, how was he able to move on so quickly? Tamara faced immense challenges following the divorce, but instead of allowing it to break her, she channeled her pain into something meaningful. She founded Esther's Way, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping women overcome life's difficulties and find purpose. Her personal struggles led her to a new ministry calling, where she worked tirelessly to restore women who had suffered marital trauma. She remained deeply rooted in her faith, proving that she could rise above adversity. Financially, Tamara received alimony that she considered fair compensation for her 16 years of marriage. She also shared joint custody of their children with Clarence, ensuring they maintained a relationship with both parents. Despite the scandals, Clarence continued his ministry. However, his credibility took a major hit. Many of his former followers distanced themselves from him, unwilling to support a man whose actions contradicted his sermons. He remains active in the gospel community, but the whispers about his past never fully faded. Whether or not he ever publicly acknowledges his misdeeds, the damage to his reputation is undeniable. The story of Clarence McClendon is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power, deception, and the consequences of prioritizing personal gain over faith. While he once stood as a pillar of righteousness, his actions revealed a different side, one that many believe is far from godly. As for Tamara, she emerged from the storm stronger than ever, proving that true faith is about resilience, integrity, and unwavering belief in divine justice. What do you think about Clarence McClendon's story? Do you believe his ex-wife's claims? Let's discuss in the comments.